If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But if you don't subscribe, I'll haunt you for the rest of your life. Just kidding. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be doing some main card predictions for UFC 291. I'm going to tell you guys who I'm betting on the main card, and hopefully this video helps you decide who you want to bet on. But before we get into today's video, I want to thank today's sponsor, DraftKings. Yes, they have a very special offer going on right now for people who use my code. Put down $5 and you'll just lose $5. That is code I am not sponsored. That is I am not, N-O-T, not like the thing that you tie your shoes with, not, N-O-T, sponsored with a Z at the end. I didn't choose my code, guys. But in all seriousness, let's get into my picks, starting with the first fight. Alright, so first up we got Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland. I think Kevin Holland's got this. Michael Chiesa seems like he's almost on like a downfall almost. He lost his last two fights to Sean Brady and Vicente Luque. And to Vicente Luque he lost by submission. And Chiesa's supposed to be a very, very good wrestler. And Kevin Holland did just come off a win against Ponzinibbio. But he did lose against Wonderboy Thompson and Khamzat Chimaev. And a lot of people may use that Khamzat Chimaev fight to kind of dictate how this fight's going to go. But I don't think that Chiesa is as good as a wrestler as Chimaev. And I don't think Kevin Holland is dumb enough to not be prepared to wrestle in this match. It's not like he can't go to the ground either. He has wins by submission. For example, he won against Tim Means in 2022 via submission in the second round. So it's possible that he could hold his own on the ground. I highly doubt it, but if Kevin Holland wants to win this fight, he's going to have to keep it up on the feet. But I don't really think he'll have a problem with that. And even when we've seen him in the past get on his back and kind of just accept the position that he's in, he does fight from the bottom. He throws those little slaps against the side of the head. Those little things do get to your opponent. As of recording this, Kevin Holland is minus 145 and Michael Chiesa is plus 125. So take that how you will. I'll say second round knockout. That's my prediction. Now, let's get into the next fight. Alright, the next fight we got is Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green. Now, this is an interesting fight because both of these guys are on like a horrific losing streak, so somebody has to win. Tony Ferguson's on a 5-fight lose streak, his last loss coming to Nate Diaz due to a submission. And then Bobby Green's last fight was a no contest against Jared Gordon. Bobby Green also did lose 2 fights before that to Drew Dober and now champion Islam Makhachev. I feel like this fight is so obvious who's going to win. It's obviously Bobby Green. I just feel like Tony Ferguson is done. I love him, but he's done. He's 39 years old. He's very, very old. I don't think he should be in the UFC anymore. Bobby Green's getting up there in age too. He's 36. I didn't really realize how old he was. But if you look at the trend of his fights, like I'm looking at it right now. I'll show it up on the screen right now. You got draw, loss, loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, 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 loss, loss, win, draw. Like I mean, it's almost like a pattern. This, if you look at the pattern, he's gonna win this fight. He goes 2 wins, 2 loss. The draw should have been a win, and then this is his second win. Then he's gonna lose his next fight. I mean, I'm not picking him just based on that, but I think it's a weird coincidence. Let's do a method and round combo for some of you guys that like to be a little frisky.
Ooh, feisty little thing.
And live on the edge with your bets. I'm gonna have Bobby Green winning by knockout in the first round for plus 480. Adding that to my slip has just raised my odds to plus 4,830. Yeah, like I said, Bobby Green by knockout. I feel like it's pretty obvious. But, yeah, let's get into the next fight. Alright, our next fight, we got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Michel Pierra. I think this might be a fight that a lot of people may sleep on. But I mean, everybody loves Wonderboy Thompson. But if you're a little more of a casual UFC fan, you definitely don't know who Pierre is. Pierre is this guy he has a really, really unorthodox fighting style. And he does like weird backflips, and he does like weird kicks and punches, and he runs at you. He does all these weird things. It's very, very unorthodox. And a lot of people have a very, very hard time adjusting to his style of fighting. But I don't really think Wonderboy Thompson's going to have a problem with that, because he also has a very weird style of fighting. He is a kung fu kickboxer type fighter. But, just going through their resume, Wonderboy Thompson just came off a win against Kevin Holland last year, knocked him out. Pierra is also coming off of a split decision win against Santiago Ponzinibbio. Same thing as Kevin Holland, except Kevin Holland knocked him out. But yeah, Pierre's on a pretty nice win streak. He's on a 5-fight win streak, and I think this would definitely help him go higher in the rank if he were to win this fight against Wonderboy Thompson. But personally, I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe I'm just too much of a Wonderboy fan, but I really do like Wonderboy Thompson, especially in this fight. But for you guys who want to go a little crazy,
ooh, feisty little thing,
we'll do a little bit of a round and method bet, and I'm going to go with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson for a knockout in round 3 at plus 1700. Adding this to my slip would raise my odds up to 88,640. Yeah, I like Wonderboy Thompson in this fight. But for the fights that everybody's been waiting for, let's get into our co-main event. Alright, we got Jan Blachowicz versus Alec Pierra. This is an interesting fight just because this is Pierre's first fight in light heavyweight in the MMA, and he's going up against a former champion in Jan Blachowicz. Looking at their records, obviously Pierre just lost his middleweight championship to Israel Adesanya, and Jan Blachowicz just came off of a draw against, sorry if I mispronounced his name, against Magomed Ankalaev. I think I got that. I killed that. I don't really know why the odds for this fight are so close, because I have Jan Blachowicz. I just feel like Jan Blachowicz's style of fighting is just better than Pierre. Pierre has a real nice kickboxing base type of fighting style, while Jan Blachowicz, he kind of does a little bit of everything, He's able to stand up and fight with you, and he's able to get on the ground if he needs to. Now, I think the biggest problem in this fight for Blachowicz is going to be Pierre's speed. I do think he's going to be faster than him, just because of the age difference. I mean, Blachowicz is 40 years old and Pierre is 36. I know that may not seem like a big difference, but I think it's going to be a big difference. Now, maybe that gets evened out by Pierre putting on the extra 20 pounds, moving up to 205, but I don't know. I feel like, me personally, that's something I'm definitely thinking about going into this fight. I mean, Blachowicz has this weird kind of like blitzing style where he kind of runs in at you and throws punches, whatever. But he could also sit back in the pocket and throw punches with somebody. I think having that ability to do either or is going to bother Pierre. Jan Blachowicz isn't a kickboxer like how Israel Adesanya is. I think Pierre is going to have a really hard time adjusting to that, where he's only really fought true strikers so far in his MMA career. Not saying that Jan Blachowicz is a great wrestler, but I mean, he's definitely the best wrestler out of Alec Pierre's whole MMA roster or career that he's fought against. I don't know how to word that. But I mean, I hope you get what I'm saying. Please subscribe. But as I've been doing, if you want to get a little freaky,
ooh, feisty little thing,
and you want to do a method and round combo, I got Jan Blachowicz winning by knockout. Maybe not. Hold that thought. After thinking about it, I'm going to have Jan Blachowicz win by decision at plus 350. Adding that to my slip now turns it into a 4-leg parlay and raises my odds to 399,230. But all in all, I think this is going to be a pretty good fight. I don't think it's going to compare to this next fight that we're going to see. And our main event is Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje for the vacant BMF belt. I think this is going to be a really, really good fight. I think this may be a contender for fight of the year. Going through their records, Justin, Wow. But going through their records, Dustin Poirier just came off a win against Michael Chandler, and Justin Gaethje is coming off of a win against Rafael Fiziev. So these guys are at the top of their game. I would say they're at the prime of their career. They're both 34, and whoever wins this fight is probably going to get a title shot. This is the second time they're meeting. Dustin Poirier did win the first time, but I think Justin Gaethje has evolved. I think Justin Gaethje is the better fighter, which is why I'm going to say that Justin Gaethje is going to beat Dustin Poirier for the BMF belt. But it's not going to be an easy task, I'll tell you what. I keep seeing these guys going back and forth, and I keep seeing things in the media saying, I would be very surprised if this went the distance, blah, 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 blah. I would be very surprised if someone actually got knocked out. These two guys have probably two of the best chins in the UFC. I mean, it's ridiculous, some of the shots that I've seen these guys take. The only guy that at the top of my mind that may have a better chin than either of these guys is probably Dan Hooker. YouTube, please don't demonetize me because I said the word hooker. Please don't. I am a big Justin Gaethje fan, and I'm very excited to see him get his redemption against Dustin Poirier. But let's add it into our slip. As I said, I would be very surprised if someone actually got knocked out. So we are going to have Justin Gaethje winning by points at plus 500. Adding that to our slip is going to make it a 5-leg parlay and raise our odds to 2,395,880. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I mean, just so you guys could understand, if I put $10 on that, I would win $239,588. Crazy how I'm not 21 yet and can't put in this fire slip to win a life-changing amount of money. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up our predictions video. If you guys enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, liked, and commented. We've been getting a lot of comments on the channel, and I've really appreciated that. But a lot of you guys have told me in your comments that you're actually not subscribing. What did I ever do to you? But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ooh. No, let's try that again. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, I already said that. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.